I'm in Europe, it's right. My favorite season is fall.
Which is autumn for us.
Oh.
It's got a different word over here.
Oh, autumn. Sorry. Sorry. Autumn. And when I'm at home, it's winter. When I'm in LA, it's summer. And when I'm in Europe, it's spring.
Thank you.
Does that answer your question?
Our future superstars. You want to keep them in? You're here? Okay, they're here. They're here on stage. We're going to take more questions.
Alright, I'm going to say with them. Guys, enjoyed your main course as well. We'll be going around the course. I promise we're going to try to get as many people as well possible, okay?
Walaikum assalam.
Harun, I'm going to go this side, yeah?
We're going to go to the question. I think we're going to let Mahira answer their question first while you find somebody.
So the question is, which was my favorite acting role? Okay, so can I tell you, I am quite biased towards my own acting roles. Every time I do a role, I'm like, ये तो इसमें बहुत मजा आया मुझे. So, of course, I don't know if you guys have seen Shahrazad.
We had some Shahrazad fans over here earlier.
That I believe is it was a mix of acting and honesty, and I think that's where the magic happens. It's one of my favorite characters I've ever played. I think Sadke, Hamsafar, they're all really good as well. Even Binder has a special place in my heart, but I do think Ek Hai Nigar and what is about to come, Jo Bache Hassan Samekyo, will be, it's going to be good.
I remember I got
There's another question.
Thank you so much.
सवाल ये है कि क्या मैं अपने लिए कुछ लिमिट्स रखती हूँ या फिर मैं कैरेक्टर्स में कैसे
नहीं मेरा मकसद है कि आप अपनी पर्सनैलिटी के हिसाब से आगे के कभी कोई मतलब कुछ वल्गैरिटी कुछ किसी किस्म का कुछ नहीं होता बड़ी हर चाहे आप रईस ले लीजिए
जी रईस में तो मैंने बड़ा क्लोज डाला था कि ये नहीं होगा
लेकिन वो यही मेरा कहने का मकसद है कि आपका वो क्या क्राइटेरिया में वो पूछना चाह रहा है.
अच्छा देखिए मुझे ऐसा लगता है जैसे मैं रेस के लिए भी जब जा रही थी तो बहुत एक सिंपल सी ये बात थी कि जो चीज़ मैं पाकिस्तान में नहीं करती तो वो मैं कहीं और जाके क्यों करूँ. बस ये है उसमें इतनी बड़ी बात नहीं है जो मैं घर पे मतलब अगर मैं स्लीवलेस ब्लाउज पहनी हूँ मैं पहनती हूँ आम वगैरह में शायद किसी को अच्छा ना लगे लेकिन वो मैं पहनती हूँ. तो ये सब हमारी अपनी जो लिमिटेशंस होती है वो मैंने अपनी सेट की हुई है थोड़ी सी. कभी कभी आप कुछ ऐसे कैरेक्टर्स करते हैं जैसे अभी एक अपकमिंग चीज़ है जिसको मैं करने जा रही हूँ तो कभी कभी आपको ये होता है उफ ये मैं कैसे करूँगी क्योंकि ये लड़की ये भी कर सकती है फिर वो कैरेक्टर आ जाता है और वो ज़रूरी होता है. फॉर मी एज एन एक्टर आई कांट ऑलवेज प्ले द सेम काइंड ऑफ कैरेक्टर बट हाँ उसमें भी लिमिटेशंस हैं मेरी अपनी लिमिटेशंस तो बिल्कुल.
Hello, we're going to take another 17 here, okay?
Yes, there's a little girl called Dua on that table.
So proud of it. लेकिन this is the thing, right? हम लोग बहुत बड़े ड्रामे भी करते हैं बड़ी फिल्में भी करते हैं और एक टेलीफिल्म जो एक दफ़ा टीवी पे चलती है वो लोगों को अच्छी लगती है और फिर वो YouTube पे जाके बार देखते हैं. So that's something that was so interesting to me. Even just today, someone said it to me when we were taking pictures. That has been such a big film which has had an impact, and for me, it was such a small film. The reason why it has impact is because it's a true story, and believe me, General Nigar is someone who she deserves a round of applause. What a woman! What a woman! I mean, I'm telling you, हम लोग लिख रहे थे जब हम बैठे थे और उनकी सारी चीजें डाल रहे थे कि कितना हम बता सकते हैं कितना नहीं. This is not even 20% of her story that we have told, and she's just one of those people who has had such a tough life, but it's come out of everything. People who know her also know that. What a woman. So yeah, it feels amazing that we can have such impact, whether it's through our work or it's through platforms like this where we make what we think and what we feel about more. So yeah.
Even Razia was mentioned as well before you came in. Is it surprising knowing, even there was an echo of Humsafar in that corner over there. So Humsafar, a show that released in 2011, still one of the most iconic. You've reunited with Fawad in The Legend of Morajat, but some people here might not know that you're reuniting again for a film called Nilüfer. Just talk to me about working with Fawad Khan, that partnership that the two of you have, the chemistry that the two of you share.
Well, we're just so lucky. You know, you never know what works. I always say कि अगर हम सफर मुझे पता होता कि इतना बड़ा हो जाता तो मैं चैपस्टिक लगा लेती या फिर मेकअप मतलब you know the second half बिल्कुल ही हालत खराब थी. अब जब कभी मैं देखती हूँ तो मैं कहती हूँ यार इतना बाल बनाए ना कुछ किया. But you know what has to work works. चैपस्टिक से याद आया वो तो रेस में भी लगा लेनी चाहिए थी.
मायरा क्या कह रही हैं?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have really dry lips. I don't know why I went there because I just realized that that's a problem. You know, I couldn't have fixed.
So when you watch one of your films or shows,
Yeah.
is the first thing you look at your lips?
No. Sorry, I just went on a different tangent altogether. But yeah, songs are very special. We did not know कि ये ऐसे हो जाएगा. हम सबको अल्लाह मियां ने उसके साथ bless किया. And माशाल्लाह से, so many years down the line, we have all done, you know, several different things, films, TV shows, you name it. And somehow Humsafar always comes up again and again. With Fawad, I think the beauty of us is that I don't think we take our pairing very seriously, you know, which the fans also don't like. They're like, what? Why? Why couldn't you guys have worked with each other more often? Hopefully in our older age we will work more. Because yeah, maybe we should have done at least one more serial with each other, no?
That can still happen, but there is a film to come.
Yes.
Where you're playing a woman who is blind.
Correct.
Which is a huge challenge to take on as an actor.
Khana. And I mean that. I mean it in a way that जैसे अब 4 बजे की सुबह कॉल टाइम है, इसका मतलब हम 3 बजे उठते हैं. प्लीज मैं 3 बजे उठती हूँ, फिर अपने लिए नाश्ता बनाती हूँ या पहले नहाती हूँ, फिर नाश्ता बनाती हूँ अपने लिए और फिर मेकअप चेयर में हम बैठ जाते हैं. फिर पूरा दिन हम काम करते हैं. जब मैं वापस आती हूँ तो मेरा दिल चाहता है कि बस बहुत खामोशी हो, मेरा खाना मेरे सामने हो, मेरा लैपटॉप हो या जो भी कोई चीज़ मैं देखूँ और मैं खाऊँ. बस वो जो मेरे 15-20 मिनट होते हैं वो बहुत I need those, you know. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want those alone. I want that in the morning also, and I like that at night as well. So that is ideal अगर ये हो जाए. जैसे आज मैंने इनको कहा है कि प्लीज आप मुझे पैक कर दीजिएगा खाना ताकि जब मैं घर जाऊँ. And I'm watching the Martha Stewart documentary by the way on Netflix, which is very interesting. तो मैं वो ऑन करूँगी, फिर मैं वो देखूँगी. और जब से मैं बाय द वे यहाँ आई हूँ, क्योंकि यहाँ कोई हेल्प नहीं है हमारी, तो मुझे इतना मजा आ रहा है. जैसे मेरी मैनेजर है, मुझे मार मत देना कि मैं ये कहूँगी. मैंने तो अपनी जिंदगी में कभी काम ही नहीं किया. मुझे तो यहाँ कपड़े धोने पड़े, अच्छा मगर मुझे तो मजा आ रहा है क्योंकि I've done this when I was younger, you know, in LA. तो मेरा जो रात का रूटीन यहाँ है 1.5 महीने से, मैं आती हूँ, खाना खाती हूँ और फिर मैं सारी सफाइयाँ करती हूँ. I put, you know, the book.
You shouldn't say this because everybody's going to say हमारे घर में भी सफाइयाँ होने वाली है. आजा मायरा खान प्लीज. नहीं
अब ये थोड़ी बात है, सब अपने घर की खुद सफाई करेंगे. मैं अपने घर की सफाई करती हूँ. But I asked them, I'm very good, you know. I've been putting my place in this and that, and I told my husband, and he said, oh wow, someone's ready to come back home. I'm like, no, as in, I mean, I have to do it.
So when it's of your own choice. And your own accord, it's more fun as well. You can just do it in your own time.
Yeah, I enjoy.
मिलते हैं face to face.
बहुत शुक्रिया.
One of the finest actors we have in Pakistan. Truly feel honoured to see you in the flesh. And we all work hard. सब काम करते हैं, different types of careers we all have. And after a long day at work.
I like to unwind as well. Sorry, a bit close. Okay, sorry. So I like.
You know, UK has specifically and especially been very kind to me. So when Binroy came out, which was, yeah, it was how many years?
2015.
2015. Okay, fine. So nearly 10 years ago, Binroy यहाँ लगी थी और उस वक्त ईद पे लगी थी. And you know, I cannot tell you, at that time it was the biggest hit. In the UK, it crossed, I think, I don't know if I should say it, but Humayun the other day was telling me it broke all records. And so this, all of you guys have been especially kind to my films and my dramas and to me. So I've received a lot of love over here for some reason, I don't know.
I think we should just, in the room, I know I told you all to be mindful and demure, but for a second, just shout out your favourite Mahira Khan film or show on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! Ooh, there's a real mixed bag.
How can let's hear that again.
1, 2, 3! All of them. That's the best answer.
He's a child.
He doesn't look like a child.
Oh, he is. He does not look like a child at all, mashallah. He looks like a man. But wo actually bache hain. I mean, I've just finished filming with him. And yeah, he's a child. Like, sometimes I'm just like, you want to pick up the songs, you want to pick up the this, you know, he's a child.
So he's a distraction on set as well. Or he's distracted on set.
He's distracted on set.
Atif Aslam.
I think no one knows that me and Atif have a very beautiful, soulful connection. We don't put it out for the world to see. But it's very random and rare, but there'll be times where it'll just be a tinkle. You know, we have this old connection which is there till date.
And you are each other's first co-star.
He's my first hero.
And you're his first heroine.
I was his first hero.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shah Rukh Khan.
Ooh. I should have said the same for Shah Rukh right now. No one knows. No one knows about Shah Rukh. I think the same. I think he is the. I think people know everything because so many people talk about Shah Rukh, you know, and they say how kind he is and how good he is. But I think what's beautiful about Shah Rukh is that you feel very important because when you talk to him or you message him and he replies or he messages you, it's very specific to you. Do you know what I mean?
Very mindful, very demure.
I mean, what I really know about him, do you think I'm going to tell all of you guys? No, it's amazing. Yeah.
And finally, Kubra.
It's been, I mean, when you say mindfully choosing something, when Razia came to me, I don't know if you have seen it, yeah. It's just such a well-written, well-made show. And, you know, there was this concern. My producer at the time, Hina Jinki Behan yahan aayi hui hain, shout out to her. They were very confused, Mohsin and the writer and stuff like that. कि आप करेंगी नहीं करेंगी इसमें तो आपका पार्ट ही सिर्फ इतना है. And मैंने कहा मैं तो कर लूँगी लेकिन are you sure कि आप लोग ये चाहते हैं कि ये मेरी आवाज़ हो? क्योंकि बहुत बड़े-बड़े टैलेंट हैं हमारी इंडस्ट्री में. क्या आप चाहते हैं कि मैं इसकी नरेटर हूँ? तो मोहसिन he said मैं सोच भी नहीं सकता कि ये कोई और कहे. ये कोई और कहे. इसमें इतनी बड़ी-बड़ी बात है. मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप कहें. And that was it. And I did it. And I swear, it's again another show that has had such deep impact. जब भी कुछ होता है, unfortunately पाकिस्तान में उसके bits निकाल के viral होते हैं, you know? जब वो बात कर रही होती है औरतों की और it was actually a show based on how एक औरत पाकिस्तान में, and honestly this is not a Pakistan centric problem, it's a world centric problem. एक औरत पैदा होने से जहाँ जब वो पैदा होती है तो कहते हैं कि बेटी हो और बिल्कुल आखिर तक उसकी प्रॉब्लम्स खत्म ही नहीं होती और इतना उसमें एक इंटरेस्टिंग बहुत सारी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ें थी लेकिन एक आयरनी थी कि हम बात करते हैं कि बेटी खुदा की रहमत है और फिर भी हम उसको इस तरह ट्रीट करते हैं, हम उसको जुए में हार जाते हैं। बड़ी बड़ी बातें जो मैं शायद अभी अगर कहूँगी तो बड़ा सीरियस माहौल हो जाएगा, लेकिन बहुत कमाल की बात।
So for anybody who hasn't watched Razia, it's available on YouTube. You can still catch up with it because I think Mahira is right. Give a round of applause for Razia. Give a round of applause. You know, it's not easy for an actress of Mahira's caliber. You have to understand that she'll be being offered the best of the best in Pakistan with the biggest of the biggest stars. So for her to lend her platform, her voice to a project that's more about empowering others is a really great thing. I know the audience want to ask you questions. So, audience.
She is blind and falls in love with Fawad.
That means his personality must be really, really amazing, right?
So yeah, it's gonna be, it's a really sweet love story about two people, about a writer who's going through a writer's block and who meets this blind woman, and it's a story of, in a matter of a few days between them, a love story. It's really nice.
How important is it to you to showcase all these different identities of women in Pakistan through your shows and through your films? Because all of them are so unique, whether you're talking about sibling rivalry in a show like Hum Kahan Ke Sache Dil, even back with Bin Roy, or you're talking about, mental health with something like Razia. Everything has something more to say.
Right.
Like, what's your favorite movie? Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Race.
Be honest.
I am.
No.
Yeah, I am.
Are you gonna sing Salma?
Yeah.
Do you know it? Go for it, go for it.
Okay, your favorite movie is Race. My favorite movie of mine. I'm not like you. Don't like me either.
We've got a whole other conversation going on
We're
up
having
there.
a little chat of our own. I think my favorite movie may just be Till Date, probably. I know you think I'm lying, but it really is Till Date. That experience of, there was just something about it, it wasn't a proper movie and everything, but of course, yeah.
What's your favorite season of life?
Yeah?
We are alone sort of in this. I mean, I have to say though, over this year, a lot of people who initially weren't a part of it, weren't raising their voice, have started to raise their voice because they've also seen what all is happening and how horrible and brutal it is. So yeah, this is not a cause that I have to think about even for a second. It is something that I would, and so many others like me, just want to be there for.
Don't ask my Urdu. लेकिन कुछ लोग यहाँ पे होंगे जो सोच रहे होंगे कि माहिरा खान के यहाँ पे आने से impact कैसे हो सकता है? Like how can you raising your voice have an impact on what's happening in the Middle East? But it can.
जी बिल्कुल, क्योंकि होता ये है, और ये मैंने अपने करियर के बहुत शुरू में ये समझ ली थी बात, कि क्योंकि हमारे पास एक प्लेटफॉर्म है, क्योंकि हमको लोग देखते हैं, सुनते हैं, तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जब हम बात करते हैं तो लोग एक्चुअली सुनते हैं और देखते हैं। अब अगर अल्लाह मियाँ ने हमें ये प्लेटफॉर्म दिया है और इतनी इज्जत दी है, तो ये हमारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि हम उन चीज़ों के बारे में बात करें जो which can make a difference. Now, I say that, there are things which are very close to my heart and I talk about those things. We were talking about mental health today and stuff like that. But ये ऐसी एक चीज़ है कि अगर हम ना बात करें तो कहीं ना कहीं बहुत guilty महसूस करेंगे.
That nobody knows.
Oh God, this is not, how can this be rapid and fiery?
You're going to be the first thing that comes to your mind.
No way.
Fahad Mustafa.
No one knows.
No one knows.
He has a very, I don't know if you guys know this, but his sense of humor is very dry and sarcastic. And it's very British, actually.
And you feel like he's insulting you at times?
No, I don't know with me, but sometimes you're just like, wait, why did you do that? Like, why did you say this? And I, by the way, can be the same. You know, yeah, Aslan's like, Mama, is this sarcasm? I'm like, no, this is the truth. But yeah, he has a much more dry sense of humor, which is very fun, actually, yeah.
First of all, I wanted to congratulate you for all your achievements, and then secondly, us at Spice Village always collaborate with Luxe Events and Farm to put up events like this. They've been doing this for some time now. Many of attendees want to know some of your philanthropic work which you do apart from this. I also work with British Asian Trust. I'm on the advisory board, and I know you've been doing some amazing job towards the mental health awareness, the women empowerment, and which has brought a lot of light towards this particular issue in Pakistan. And then obviously what you're doing today for Palestine, raising awareness. Like you said, you've got some following. When you say, people listen. So thank you so much for whatever you're doing, and just keep it up. My question to you would be, I've been just thinking, what can I ask you? Look, I am a very patriotic Pakistani. Anyone who knows me in this room would agree with this. And I always wanted our Bollywood industry to do really well. And when I look at Bollywood, especially someone like you who has worked with Shah Rukh Khan in the movie Race, what difference did you find in that part of the industry, and how we could bring change within our own industry, which is Bollywood, Pakistan? We are living in the UK where we see these movies releasing from the Bollywood and the other side of the continent. It's not that we feel bad or anything, but we really want our movies to do well. What can be done to improve that image? Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you so much for all the kind words. This is a very technical question. So this is a very technical question, and because I'm an actor from this industry, and you've asked a question which is pretty heavy, I would like to answer it properly. Now, this is where we all get confused. We are constantly comparing the two industries, and there is no comparison. India is huge, Pakistan is very small. We do not have the same stakes as India has, and that industry has, right? When our film becomes a success, what are we talking about? How much money are we talking about? When they talk about successful films, it's a totally different ballgame. So we have to understand that. We don't have enough cinemas. We post-COVID, I think we have less than 100. I don't want to say how many, but less than 100. So it's really tough for us. In fact, when we go out and make films, we are going out on a limb and making films. We are making films for the sake of making films. We are actually going out and saying, we're going to put in our money and produce whether we make money or not, right? So it's a very different thing. We shouldn't compare. We should actually look at us and say, they make amazing films, when their films are good, they're great. When our dramas are good, they are insanely great, right? So we all have our little, and the reason why our dramas, again, I don't want to get into this a little bit longer, but for someone who will be listening, the reason why our dramas also started to thrive was because the film industry died. And because the film industry died, everybody came together into TV. Because it was a smaller medium, they could do that. It did not have all these other restrictions, that sometimes films are banned, you need the cinema or whatever. So it's a very different thing. I think we are up to that mark. I really believe that. I'm not saying that just because, like you said, I've worked in both industries. And yes, everything is bigger there, right? But everything is the same. You're back on set, you're shooting, you have a script, you're working. And I think one thing is the value of time. That is, because the stakes are high, the value of time is low. And but today I see it in the drama industry, it's the same. And hopefully, we will make big, huge films. The last film, Mola, did amazingly well. And you'll see there will be many more. I have a film coming out, Love Guru. I know a few other films that are coming out. Inshallah, they'll do very, very well. I think I don't need to, like you, I'm patriotic too, but I'm not someone who is just blindly patriotic. I really believe that we, our television and even our films really, really have grown, right, in these 10 years. It's amazing. I think a pat on the back for our entire industry.
A big round of applause for the Pakistani industry, and also a massive round of applause on that note of hope for Mahira Khan. Please give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Mahira Khan. That is our question and answer session concluded for the evening. Please do remain seated because Mahira will be back on stage shortly and you will be invited table by table.
Assalamualaikum, Mahira.
Walaikum assalam.
First of all, I'm also your biggest fan. I've been watching your dramas, binge watching Humsafar and Molachak as well. You shared that you don't like to share your food and you like to have your me time. That reminds me, you told me that even in the breakfast, you don't want your husband to be there.
Please don't say this. Please. I said it by mistake and I got into he's like, really, you needed to tell. I was like, oh my god, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine because I take my tea as well. It's my me time.
Right.
It's just a small favor I need. Can I have a shout out for my daughter, Hannah?
Yes.
She actually shares the same birthday as you, 21st of December.
Oh my god, amazing.
So I would like if you can give a shout out to my daughter.
Yes,
Hannah.
where do I do that? Just now, here?
Yes, please.
Let's turn the camera this way. Let's make sure it's on camera.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello, Hannah. I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking, but looking right there. You're born on the 21st of December. That makes me Jane Fonda, you, and Govinda. So that's amazing. All kinds of varieties. I hope that Allah miyan bahut lambi achhi zindagi de ameen. 21st Qaid Azam thodi hai Allah. 25th.
Yes. Thank you so
अभी
much.
हम हिस्ट्री का लेसन करेंगे यहाँ पाकिस्तान में. Thank you. And happy birthday to her for when it comes up.
We're going to the back. We're going to the back room.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I don't know today. Your husband. What's his name again? Moin? Mo. Mo is very embarrassed. Mo wants to eat.
There's two more questions. One is from this young lady here. Surya, could you stand up, please? Now, this young lady, when she heard you were coming, she went, Uncle, is she really coming? I was, yeah. Now,
I love all your work. And you've done movies, and you've done dramas. Which role has been the most challenging for you, and how have you grown as an actress through it?
So I would say a role that you have not seen me do, because it's a lot of my work hasn't come out yet that I've been shooting over the last few years, unfortunately. So I mean, I would say Nilofer, and you wouldn't know what I've done. I would say Joe Bachi has sent me to this character that I've played. So I'm going to leave those out probably, right? So maybe something from before. Again, I would have to say Nigar or Varna.
And why is that?
Because with Varna, I was playing a girl who had been, sorry, I'm not sure if I can say this, how old the children are, but she had been raped, right? So there was, to never have experienced, thank God, alhamdulillah, something even close to that was a tough one, because I had to go there, and every time and each time I went there, it was a dark place. But I think that taught me how to also dissociate myself as an actor, because there was a point where I remember my director Trayvon saying, "You're becoming angry, but you're not angry. and this character is flowing into you, you know. So that was challenging, and Nagar was challenging in a way which, and challenging and probably my most fun and interesting, because I had to live up